What's up, everybody? I'm Danny with an I, bringing you another video today. Today, we're going to be talking about why children today are changing a lot faster and becoming a lot different than they were 20, 30 years ago. Right now, I have an article set up. Oh crap, I have the script up here. Anyways, yeah, I wrote a script. And I have this up here. I'm going to read through this article. We're going to watch this video together. It's going to be a relatively long video because this is something I'm very passionate about. I'm very passionate about myself, the generation that I share with millions of other children around the world. Yeah, let's get into it. I don't want to watch no fucking Brawl Stars.
I want to pose a question to all of you. It's probably going to be a little bit divisive, and that question is, what's the problem with kids today? Yes, so you got a little feelings about that. Okay, and I figured you would simply because there's no shortage of people sharing online, even teachers and parents about how today's generation, it's worse than ever. They're so spoiled, this me group. They're ruining all these industries.
Okay, that's a great way to get into this, but yeah, like, dude, they're saying like that millennials are fucking weaker and all this bullshit. But dude, people have been complaining about the younger generation for thousands and thousands of years. Like, the me generation. Man, fuck the fitness gram pacer test. Who do you think you are to make me do 50 push-ups in a minute? Like, oh, you can't do that? You're not smart enough to graduate middle school. Get wrecked. Yeah, the fitness gram pacer test was taken out right after I graduated middle school. No, elementary, my bad. Anyways, the wussification of America, fuck Fox News.
With their selfishness and their avocado toast, right?
Avocado toast.
But we're told that we should blame things like violent video games or misogynistic.
That's another great point. Like, parents complain all the damn time about how, kids these days are, misogynistic music. Oh, all this rap music, all this violence, and all these school I don't know about school shootings. That is kind of like a touchy topic. But, like, they're complaining about all these things, yet they call us pussies. But yet at the same time, we're evil as fuck. So, dude, you gotta pick your goddamn poison, man. Because I could be both. I'll be a certified bitch if it's a fitness gram pacer test.
Music or the media, or blame the parents, or the fact they're not getting enough spankings, or maybe blame this.
That's another thing. Dude, punishing your kids? Some people really shouldn't be parents. I don't blame my parents for how I turned out. I turned out pretty fucked up. I'm a pretty fucked up kid. But it's not their fault. They're great people. God love them. My parents are great people. But damn, they're fucking terrible parents, man. Horrible. Like, my mother, dude, I can't even. Dude, she took my calendar back there. She took it. She took it because I wrote, "You might be internationally famous, but this violence domestic." And I left it blank so I can always add another word in there. But she took that because she thought it was fucking demonic.
Selfishness inside of them. Or maybe it's the cell phones or the internet.
Maybe cell phones.
Now,
the internet is a touchy topic, though, because the internet could fuck you up. Like, you go on Twitter and you scroll down just a little bit too far, you're going to see, like, a cartel video. And that will fuck you up. I'm not going to lie.
which one of these is it going to be? What if it's none of these?
Okay.
The thing is, after each seemingly next inevitable tragedy that happens, this rhetoric starts to ramp up, and we hear how it's the death of society, the death of our culture. These damn millennials, they just need a good whooping. And things really just don't feel right. Now, my perspective comes from having a couple of Gen Z kids of my own that I want to protect. And I have taught iGen and millennials in New York City's District 75, which is citywide special education, with kids with some of the most extreme behavioral challenges. So I've seen some stuff. But I'm also not from those generations.
Hold on. Dude, now, people like that are the type of people I want in my corner, dude. Because this guy, I could tell, dude, this dude is a great person. Like, let's see. You know, he helps kids with behavioral issues, and I think that's his full-time job, I guess. He has multiple kids of his own. He has a great opinion. He's not super biased, even though he might be from a different generation. Yeah.
I'm on the cusp of Gen X, sort of Xennial, if you will. So I might not be inherently biased about these groups. I'm saying a lot of things about generations, so I think we should take a little second to talk about these generations. We got the greatest generation. Anybody here from there? Probably not. No? Yeah. If I hit your generation, though, feel free to wave your hands in the air. Then we've got the silent generation. Both.
Oh, dude, they're all fucking dead. Great Depression teens. World War II soldiers. Yeah, they're fucking dead, dude. There's no way anybody here is from that.
Of these groups fought in various wars, helped to build a nation. There aren't a lot of them left,
90.
so we're going to forge ahead. Boomers, any boomers out there? Yeah, okay, a couple. These were the me generation. They were the yuppies of the 80s, the hippies of the 60s. They were the beneficiaries of the nation on the rise, and some of the
loudest. They got all the fucking benefit too, like cheap housing prices and everything. Dude, and oh my god, housing is so fucking high in Louis. Like, you ever hear that? Dude, it's so hot. Like in Louisiana, which is one of the Louisiana and Mississippi are the two worst states to live in if you're below 28. And I can speak for it, dude. Mississippi, terrible. You can't even be like a different race other than white in Mississippi. Everybody in Mississippi is a racist cunt. No questions asked. Like I've only met 4 people from Mississippi that weren't incredibly racist. And like in Louisiana, dude, the housing prices are crazy. It's a terrible state to live in. It just sucks. It all around sucks. We're known for gambling and smoking. And dumb people. Getting attacked by alligators and all that. Like swamp people. Dude, that is what Louisiana is known for. This is like the worst state on the totem pole. Worst state. But we're right next to Texas, yet we can't afford to fix our goddamn roads.
Critics of young people today. Then we got Gen X. Woo, Gen X. All right. Yeah, these sort of cynical latchkey kids. You know when MTV used to still play real music? That's that. Then we've got these often maligned millennials, the first digital generation. And after them, we've got iGen or Gen Z. Now, their personalities are still
iGen, new silent.
Formulating, but they are the largest
and most diverse. Thank you.
And most diverse generation to date. And a lot of people maligning the youth of today, they don't differentiate between those last two groups. So we're going to have a little chat about both of them.
Thank you.
Here's a little perspective. I think a good place to start is with a few headlines. Let's hit something local first. Ed Rendell, governor of Pennsylvania, he said, America's getting wussified because they canceled a game because it got snowed out.
That dude looks like his wife makes him sleep on the fucking couch. Dude, I couldn't put my face on a book if I looked like that. And
or,
I'm ugly as
here's
shit.
Another one. Teenagers today, they're out of control. That was from a Newsweek article.
Let's face it, our teenagers are out of control. I've been called an out of control kid, especially my counselor. Dude, he said I was off the chain. Andy, if you're watching this, you's a bitch. I know what you was fixing to do. Getting me to talk all that. Bitch ass. But like, teens are out of control. Dude, teens today are a lot more mellow than they used to be because we can't leave our fucking houses. Alright? Well, I'm stuck at the crib because I can't get a fucking license till I'm 17. I'm 16, man. Like, dude, this shit fucking sucks. Getting stuck at the damn crib. I'm only doing this so I have something to do so I don't go crazy. Alright? The only people I've talked to in the last 3-4 days are my parents and my sister. I'm about to go crazy, man. But like, teenagers are out of control. We're the most okay. Now I would say that teenagers today are more tolerant to violence, more tolerant to drug use, and more tolerant to like most things that people would flinch at. Not do, but flinch at. Like seeing somebody get jumped, most people would run away. I'd video it. That's beside the point. I'm gonna let him talk.
But that article is from the 1950s. A little different generation. Or here's another one that's a little bit fun. There's music that these kids are listening to. It's devil music, right?
That devil music will bring your downfall. Now, I let my mom peer into my musical taste. We got Elden Ring going. I don't know why I got Elden Ring going. Anyways, yeah, dude, them saying that teenagers are out of control and the devil music will bring your downfall. Yeah, dude, you're just old as shit and you need to get the fuck out.
And we just need to kill that corrupting influence. That is jazz from the 1920s.
That's jazz from the 1920s.
Or we got this one on media that kids are engaging in. It's corrupting the moral fabric of this country.
Corrupted the morals of many a promising youth.
Say religious leaders of novels and plays. Here's a fun one.
Oh, yeah. I seen that, dude. Yeah. Seriously, bro? Seriously? Literature porn? Come on, man.
Game, kids are playing it. It's rotting their minds, their bodies.
Galaga.
Of course, that game, shout it out with me. Chess.
Yeah. What?
Chess is the game.
I was
yes.
thinking it would be Galaga.
So do you see a pattern here?
I know, because they're all just blaming it on us.
Sort of
like, dude,
rhetoric to engage in aphibophobia may simply be the result of us getting older, and we've earned
no
it.
lying to it.
I'm sorry. Aphibophobia, that is the fear that young people are destroying our previously pristine world. So we used to blame things like rock music and reefer, and now we blame things like cell phone and Instagram feeds. But this rhetoric, it's not new. We've engaged in it a long time, but psychologists do say that the intensity of it is growing more than it ever has. And it's got to have a sort of impact on the kids who are the focus of that intensity. And I kind of get it, because these kids, they're doing cinnamon challenges, and you see that, and you're like, yeah, that's stupid. They definitely have to be worse than ever before. And the world has certainly changed. It is made smaller by technology. These images of kids are plastered everywhere.
Yeah, dude, this is a while ago. Ooh. Dude, those were in the library of a school with 70 people in it. So stupid, so obsessed with food.
Every stupid thing that they do lives in perpetuity on the interwebs, when in the past it was simply highlight reels that we got to see. So when you think of images from days long ago, are you picturing Norman Rockwell paintings?
Whoa. Damn, did I let that kid roll?
Or are you picturing protest photos? When I see images like these of the past, the ones of kids coming home from a hard day, working in the mines, right, relaxing with a good smoke, I don't see a sort of funny anecdote or this hard-working determination. I see a less enlightened generation. It's great if you were...
They're kids, man. They're not supposed to be smart. Jesus.
We're like, I survived running with scissors, and I can tell the tale about it. But that's sort of a meaningless anecdote, that you could ride in a car without a seatbelt. Yeah. The people who would argue against that aren't around to argue against that. These reasonable safety regulations like, hey, let's not put lead in paint. That's
I agree with that.
not wussifying America. It's a type of hyperbole. So we need to set aside that hyperbole. We need to set aside these anecdotal events. I want to look at actual data about the things that may be really causing the problems with kids today. So let's start with the media. This corrupting media that has a detrimental influence. Yes, we used to blame books, and now we blame all the cell phones and the internet. I don't know what technology is going to cause all of tomorrow's wrongs. I'm looking forward to it. Let's start with this. Violent video games were blamed by the governor of Kentucky for the Parkland shootings.
For the Parkland shootings? Let me guess, was it Doom?
And there's a lot of violence in the media.
Was it Doom?
RoboCop was super bloody when I...
Yeah, dude, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, dude, like in the Bible. Dude, you got, I think cannibalism. You have adultery, violence, I think cannibalism, and a bunch of relatively violent stuff. Just in the most holy text there is. And people are complaining about, dude, yeah, RoboCop? Oh my God. Dude, RoboCop was actually kind of crazy.
I was a kid.
Dude,
Bonnie and Clyde, though, also glamorizes violence. And certain violence in media gets regarded differently, like the Passion of the Christ. We take a different view. So let's, instead of that, look at the data. These violent video games actually have been shown to decrease aberrant behavior. It actually works as a sort of catharsis where kids are able to work out their emotions and things in a safe space. Not only that, all that violent video games and media have shown no link to violent behavior, something that has been shown to link to violent
Right. I don't know where this is from.
behavior is violence in the home, you know, the kind of beatings we say those kids need. We'll get there. Give us time. All right. So next, I want to take a peek at the selfishness. And these kids, yeah, they're self-absorbed, looking at their phones, so wholly obsessed with themselves. Or at least obsessive in the regard that they are being healthier, smoking less, drinking less, driving more safely. Hey, less teen pregnancy. How about that? And the fact.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh. Yeah, dude. Dude, all the young people that I know that get around as much as I do, dude, they all double rap. I do too. Shit. Smart as hell. You ain't getting no kids with all that.
That
keeping it real.
They're less likely to even have sex early and use protection when they do. And even despite the opioid epidemic, legalization of marijuana, teen drug use is down. So the idea of what teens selfishly want when they're asked is
I think it's kind of
less racism, less war. And that's despite the fact that women are nowadays.
Once all these old fucking coots get out of office, dude, I think the world might actually be a better place, especially in America. Dude, once we get these old fucking cunts out of the fucking electoral college, we might actually have some proper laws passed. Holy crap. And and once younger people start going to the police force, we might actually start having less racist cops. Cause I'll be damned. Dude, the fire department in my fucking town. Dude, I seen the chief. Dude, I was in there with the chief, dog. He said the N-word with the hard R 6 times. And I ain't even gonna say what else he said, bro. Cause that was fucked up. And he a grown-ass man using that kind of language. Him with his buck-teeth ass, man. I'll punch him in the shit.
Is more likely to serve in the military. They're also more likely than previous generations to give to charity.
Yeah.
And engage in civic activism. Now, you may not like some of what that activism looks like, but they're wholeheartedly engaged.
Yeah.
There is one particular study, I'll say, where teens are linked to be less empathetic than generations before them. Now, that's the same study that's linked in every sort of article you'll see about the problems with kids today.
Less likely to go out with parents or friends, felt left out or lonely, less empathy.
And it can be a little problematic simply because it uses these personality surveys, especially when you consider a more self-aware generation. These kids nowadays
the generations nowadays are becoming very self-aware very quickly. What's it called? Gen Alpha? The generation after me? Dude, I had a whole conversation with a 5-year-old with proper grammar. Okay? Like a 5-year-old. Not as fast as I'm talking right now, but he didn't really mess it up. And I understood what he was talking about. And it was crazy. Because what's to say when he turns 18? Is that dude fixed to be speaking in damn pterographs? I don't know what they're called.
Maybe
hieroglyphics.
Less empathetic, or at least they are towards older generations because they see themselves being maligned and they see themselves being cast aside with their future prosperity.
Yeah. Yeah, because the housing's fucking crazy. And minimum wage, they've been arguing about $15 minimum wage for so long that you can't even live off of $15 in minimum wage anymore. You can't even live off that anymore. When I was younger, when I was 6, okay? I kind of was formulating the idea of what the rest of my life was going to look like because I can remember when I was pretty damn young. I said, okay, $15 an hour. And I know I was just a kid and I probably didn't understand the full scope of things. But in my little kid brain, $15 an hour 6 years ago almost made sense. But now, I think it's $21.75? $21.75 an hour is minimum wage to properly live.
We talk about these kids as being disrespectful because we saw some video of them cursing out a teacher. Maybe we had a personalized.
Oh God, dude, I ain't gonna lie. I've been a disrespectful ass kid in school, man. I've been sent out of class so many damn times, and a lot of people can back me up on that too. I used to be evil ass kid, man. My freshman year, mm. Like the beginning of my sophomore year, whoo, oh, I was an evil ass kid, man. But a lot of the teachers that didn't like me began to like me. Like my biology teacher, she likes me now. I don't know how much. I think she just kind of like tolerates me just a little bit better and is a little bit more friendly. But like my American government teacher, which she was my geography teacher the semester beforehand, and dude, like she sent me out every other day. Swear to God. Now, me and her, best friends.
Experience of that. Maybe we saw some kid having some video game meltdown, and we're ignoring the videos of the middle-aged people having meltdowns at Pee Wee baseball games.
Facts, dude. I've seen grown ass men get so fucking pressed.
But when I think about past imagery regarding respect, I think about Hazel Masery and desegregation. And maybe Hazel Masery never cursed out her dad. But she doesn't seem to be a beacon of respect or empathy. So I think instead we need to look somewhere else. We need to look at maybe that reckless behavior that teens have, and this is probably where I should go on a rant about like Tide Pods and the stupid things kids do.
Dude,
but doing stupid things when you're young, that's not new either. It's happened. We used to sing about Dead Man's Curve, right? But reckless behavior is actually ingrained in teen minds. It's been shown.
Hell yeah, because we're bored as fuck. We got nothing to do. We can't, like, now where I live, there's a lot of four-wheelers on the road, all right? About every other day, you'll probably pass a four-wheeler on the road. And the cops will still pull them over. And they'll give them a ticket. But, like, back 10, 17 years ago, I didn't give a fuck in the early 2000s. The cops could not give less of a fuck. Because that was when four-wheelers were becoming incredibly popular. Like utility quads, that's when they became really popular. And Yamaha Banshees, bro. Dude, everybody had a four-wheeler on the road. Nowadays, I can't even go like on my driveway without some cop passing me and flashing his blues. Because I swear to God, the next time that happens, I'm just gonna pull up right behind him and turn every single light that I have on that four-wheeler on. And those things are bright.
Known that it helps them separate themselves from their parents. And teens today are not stupid necessarily, even all young in the millennials. They're actually on track to be more highly educated than any generation before them.
Oh yeah, because all of our fucking parents are just pressuring us to get college educations, which I can see why. Which college education isn't really needed anymore for a lot of things. But like, dude, if let's say I wanted a career in the fire department, which is an easy career. You don't need a college degree to do that. You just kind of sign your ass up and hope you don't die in a fire. But like, dude, I'm so much smarter than some things my parents. Dude, my parents are sometimes just so fucking clueless. And like, dude, they just can't catch on sometimes, man. And I feel so sorry for them because they're just. It's like a little ass kid when you're trying to explain something to them. I'm like, hey, Dad. So I need this part to fix this thing, right? He's like, yeah. I have $40 and the part costs $30. I will pay you $5 to drive me there. Okay, this is so high now. Mike, $5 can get you a gallon of gas. If your stupid ass truck takes up that much gas, you might need to change it up. Because if you're complaining that you can't take your son to get something, then you might just need a different vehicle, or you just might not need to have a kid, you know?
I will say, some of their stupid behavior gets a little creative and a little radical, but that might be more because we've removed all the other obstacles and barriers in their lives that cause them so much danger. Maybe the other...
Yes, thank you. Teens are driving safer. My father won't let me get a license because he thinks I'll drive at 140 miles an hour in a fucking S10.
The reason is because we've created a medium for to share their stupid stuff and to look at the stupid stuff of other people.
Okay. Now he's kind of devolving into his oldness, which I will agree. If I seen somebody like jump in a four-wheeler, I'm probably gonna do it on mine too. I won't lie. But like, I could tell that unless he's gonna tie all this together properly in like the next couple of minutes, I can tell he's going to go into a rant.
People, right? So let's then take a look at those devices that we're talking about. All the things that used to be banned, like novels, and now these devices, that we talk about the same. And I will say, yes, these are different. They can be so engaging. They can even lead to addiction amongst young people, but
What do you mean lead to addiction? Like, people can actually get, like, addicted to their phone? Damn.
older people too, right? There's no shortage of...
I can see why, because you can be bored out of your fucking mind. But being bored and wanting to play on your phone and wanting to play on your phone when you have thousands of other options and things to do is completely different.
Retirees talking on Facebook all day. Here's the issue, though. The devices, they're not going away. You can't wish them away. What may happen is that these devices that we cast as the bane of all modern society, they can bring positive changes, too.
Yeah.
Not all screen time is equal. Ebooks are not the same as updating your Snapchat feed, all right? So these modern devices can actually bring job opportunities, connections to other cultures, a sense of sympathy and empathy to your peers. It can even bring about love. So I think talking about blanket bans or getting rid of these items that we're never going to get rid of in the rest of the kid's life is sort of short-sighted. Maybe we could talk about positive digital citizenship. Yeah, that might be a thing.
And not having fucking death videos on Twitter. Like, young people can get on Twitter. I'm on Twitter, and I'm not 18. And, like, Twitter's a fucked up place, dude. It's fucked up. It really is fucked. I really just be going on there just to be trolling on people. Like, I just be going to some. Oh my god, it's so fun. I'm gonna get y'all some screenshots. Don't y'all worry. That's just so fucking fun.
How about this? So if we want the behavior to be decreased, we need to talk about discipline.
Discipline. Okay.
Here's a personal story. So I go out all the time with my kids. People are always
good father activity. If you take your kids out to places, I'd say it's a pretty damn good thing. Cause like, up until 3 weeks ago, the only places I had been was a Mexican restaurant, school, church, and my home. 4 places. And that was between March of this year and like December of the year before last. I didn't go anywhere. I was actually about to go crazy because I didn't see my friends for that whole fucking summer. The only place I could see them was at school. So I just started taking all my fucking homework home so I could just talk to my friends the whole fucking time. I was actually about to start going crazy. I could tell that I was about to start going crazy because I wanted to do homework instead of just doing it at school, which is completely stupid for me because I'm going to be at school. Why not just do the work there? I could tell I was going crazy because I was starting to lose my sense of like time and what I can do with.
Your kids are really, really well behaved. I appreciate that. And I'm like, oh, thank you very much. I give them pills for that. But I'm genuinely thinking, like, how do you know from like 10 or 15 minutes watching my kids if they're good? Like, are you confusing quiet for good? Because also my kids aren't that particularly quiet. But maybe they were having a good day, and maybe this other kid was having a bad day, or maybe their mom was so busy raising other people's kids just to put food and clothes on that other kid's back. But I digress. The discipline question is pertinent because parents are disciplining differently nowadays. They are being less punitive. And that isn't necessarily a negative thing. Parents are actually nowadays more likely to be engaged in their children's lives. They're more likely...
Yeah, dude, I can tell my parents are completely fucking disconnected from my life. I can tell. Even though they try to like engage with me, I can tell they just can't. Like, I wish they could, but they just can't. And my poor fucking mom, man. Like, I try to talk to her. She just can't fucking talk, man. Like, dude, it's just so hard to talk to her. So I just end up just not talking to her for the full day. I just end up saying goodnight to her, going to my room. Because my parents are so fucking hard to talk to. Because they just won't listen to me. Oh, you talk like a gangster. Mary, you're from Virginia, okay? You birthed me in Louisiana, all right? No, I think I'm going to talk different if I'm born in a completely different region than you was born in. Damn.
likely to be happy parents. They're more likely to praise positive behavior.
Yeah.
It's not.
But my parents will fucking praise my positive behavior. Did you me tell you the last thing I got for being good? Because I used to be a really fucking shitty kid. I knew I was a shitty kid. I was happy about it too. Because my parents, complete, total fucking. I'm not even gonna get into it. But my parents, God fuck, just none.
That they're not disciplining. They're just choosing to do it in a different way.
Yeah, like taking away their
And
phone.
as someone who's been engaged in his own children's lives and pretty successful at raising them, and someone who's engaged in harder to manage children in my job and done pretty well at that, I can say without doubt that consistent consequences for negative behavior, wholly necessary.
Yes.
Harsh
Consistent
punishment,
consequences, yeah.
not necessarily. This isn't going to be a little bit about.
Now, I've been punished multiple times for multiple different things, probably thousands of times over. But I can tell you for a fact, if your kid isn't doing something like objectively bad, like smoking, well, let's say, because in my area, a lot of kids take their four-wheelers on the road. I took my four-wheeler on the road, and my father got so fucking mad. He got unbelievably furious. That took my four-wheeler on there. Oh my God. It's so dangerous, you could get hurt, or you could get arrested. I know. But what else am I gonna do? Sit here and fucking play with myself? Who wants to sit inside and do that anymore? I don't want to do that. And he's making a great point, dude. I wish this guy the best. Damn.
The good or bad of spanking, that's a whole nother talk altogether. But I will say that discipline and punishment are not even close to the same thing. Yeah. One is about
punishment and discipline. Correct. Train for correction. Love and concern, security. Hostility and frustration. Fear and guilt. Past. Damn. I'm not even getting disciplined. I've just been getting punished my whole fucking life. Because I feel every single one of those fucking emotions. Fear and guilt. Dude, I'd be scared as shit. I've had a door forever. Dude. Like, dude, it's because they thought I was fucking masturbating in my room. And because I had sex with that girl. But it's because they thought I was just fucking weed whacking my shit. I think that's why they took it. I don't know. I put that up so like I wouldn't kind of be disturbed while I'm doing these. But dude, what the fuck? And my mom, damn, she is a preacher's kid. She's so smart. She's just so fucking ignorant, dude. She's so smart. She's very bright, but she's so fucking ignorant. She can't fathom that I can make a video and the government isn't going to see it. I highly doubt that the United States government cares that I'm doing this. But like she's like conspiracy, right-wing, crazy bullshit. And I expressed my political opinions one day because my parents kind of brought it up. And I lean more to the left. I'd consider myself a libertarian. And both of my parents immediately got hostile. Especially my dad. Like, he tried to make me explain all the things that the left side does. I said, Dad, I agree with some things on the left side. I agree with some things on the right side. Doesn't mean I agree with either one of them fully. Doesn't mean I understand anything fully. I'm 16. I'm the definition of ignorance. And, what do you call it? Just being like a shitty kid. I'm 16. I'm not supposed to be 25 with a fucking job. I'm supposed to be 16 living the fucking time of my life. But I'm stuck in this shitty fucking room fitting my frustrations about my parents and how they fucked up us as a generation to this goddamn camera.
And correcting with love for the future. And one is about harsh punishments for the past.
Yeah.
So this talk about these kids could be corrected with just a good whooping. I will say some of the kids in my class with the most extreme behavioral issues are no stranger to a beating, all right?
Oh, dude, I've had my... Dude, I'm about to tell y'all something. I used to get hit with a fly swatter a fucking lot, man, all right? And I mean a lot. And this was before they started making those cheap, flimsy, shitty wire ones. No, this wasn't wire, dude. Here's one. Here's my fly swatter. Look, this is a shitty one I'm talking about. These? Like, dude, look at this. I'm about to hit myself. It doesn't fucking hurt. But my parents had one with metal about as thick. I'm trying to find something equivalent. It was pretty thick. I'd say it's a oh fuck. I can't explain it. But it was thick. It was about as thick as this cord right here. This cord right here. It was about as thick as that, and that's pretty thick. It was dense too. I could tell it wasn't just some piece of shit aluminum or wire. Fuck. And like, do they hit me on my thigh? Cause what? Oh yeah, it's cause I got ISS for having my hat in the science lab at McLeod schools. Miss Venable, you's a bitch.
They stop that negative behavior in front of you, but what happens is they actually just get better at hiding it. Yeah. And not only that,
dude, definitely, dude. I've gotten so much better at hiding my shit than my parents are, because my parents just keep beating my ass, dude. I have been caught with. Hey, I'm gonna show my parents this video. Hey, mom, look, I got me a phone, fully working. I have phone number and everything. You don't know shit about this.
They engage in that violent behavior more towards others, not to mention what it does to their self-esteem.
Oh yeah, dude. My parents fucking ruined my self-esteem for years, dude. Oh my god. Back in 8th grade, I was a fucking wreck. I was sad. Dude, you could have called me a bottom, and I probably would have agreed with you. But now, if you would have called me a bottom, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let them do the work. See, like, it just changes your perspective as soon as you don't give a fuck about what your parents think. Because your parents aren't always right.
So,
and they rarely are nowadays, because a lot of things are fucking different.
It's not any of these issues. I want to look at what I think might actually be the genuine problems kids today are facing. Let's talk about opportunity first. Okay, so, compared to 50 years ago.
So, kids, like people my age, do not have a lot of opportunity to do stuff now. Like, in this moment, I can't even get a fucking job. All right, I've been trying to get a job at like a parts store, like an auto parts store, for months. But AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Bumper to Bumper, and what's the fourth one? There's a fourth one. Napa. And Napa won't hire me until I'm 17. And I'm trying to get my fucking bread, all right? I'm trying to get me some cash. Because I'm getting sick of using this Razor siren. Because this thing fucking sucks. It's sitting on a stand for a Yeti Snowball. My poor Snowball's still in the shed. Jesus.
The quality of life in the United States and across the world has...
The quality of life for younger people nowadays is fucking terrible. Especially like people like 24. Dude, I know some people that have a really good job, like a manager at Walmart. Like, he has money. I ain't gonna lie, he does have money. Not a whole lot, but he does have money. This dude is fucking living in government housing because the prices are in Louisiana, Texas, and Arkansas are surprisingly fucking insane. Now, compared to California, New York, and all the big cities, yeah, it's always going to be fucked because you have a lot of people there. But we don't have anybody here. We don't have shit here. All right? The only big restaurant chain we have is a Pizza Hut. Nothing else. We only have a Pizza Hut. Nothing else. And like, dude, there's no, I can't work at the Pizza Hut. I've been trying. I try to work at Subway too. A Subway in, out west of my town. Dude, I try to work at a Subway there. They wouldn't hire me till I'm fucking 18 because they think I'm gonna rob the register. I don't want your fucking money, Subway. I'm just trying to get my fucking bread up.
Has increased drastically, especially for women and minorities.
Oh, yeah.
Not that there's not room to grow, but
Definitely.
there are certain challenges that the modern generation is facing that never have existed before.
Earning disparities between degrees. High school, 2-year degree, and a bachelor's. So it's just been on a decline for the lower two and then a relative incline for the upper one?
It's hard to get the right job if you don't have the right education nowadays. Right. And that right education is hard to come by.
Don't even get me started on how much student loan debt this country's in. Dude, like Dude, okay, so there's this college I'm looking about going to. It's not a big college, but I've been on their campus multiple times. Great campus. I'm going to do it without, taking money from my parents because I don't want anything hanging over my head because I'll be damned. I'm damn sure they're going to hang that degree that they paid for over my head if I use the money that they give me. So I'm going to go into debt. And I'm probably going to have to go into a lot of it too. Because I'm going to get all my fucking degrees in one good shot. And dude, college debt is so fucking crazy now. Like, dude, you can't, and like, and once old people are dead and fucking gone, turned to dust, back to petroleum, hey, maybe a need for college degrees in the workplace might start decreasing. Because I don't have to have a college degree to be a manager at a fucking Walmart. I don't need a college degree to do that. I'm once I work myself from employee. But oh, you need this college degree to become a manager. Oh, bitch, I know the ins and outs of being an employee. Wouldn't that help to being a manager if you know what your employees go through? But no, they just hire some random ass fucking manager fresh out of college. Fuck that bitch.
It costs 3 times as much.
Yeah.
And even then, millennials are earning a fifth less of what we did at their age.
Yes, dude, we're fucking broke as shit.
Real wages not growing,
mad.
despite record corporate profits, and rents are higher.
Rents are crazy high.
So as we continue to
And
talk,
he was saying this in 2016, by the way. It's 2024, and it's fucked.
and malign these kids about them just being lazy because they don't take that 40-year job because it doesn't exist anymore, maybe only for 2, and then they get laid off and it turns into something else.
Yep.
They're getting maligned by us, and they're also getting bullied by their peers. Bullying from their peers, not a new thing. Regina and Mean Girls, Carrie back in the day. This has happened for a long time. But bullying is taking on new forms. The sort of cyberbullying that happens nowadays.
Oh, shut up about cyberbullying. Block them.
Parents are really...
Since 2007. Probably because of me. I was born. That's probably why cyberbullying went up. I'm the sole cause of all cyberbullying in America. Come fucking find me.
Struggling to keep up with it. Kids find no safe space or release...
Okay, I think the safe space is kind of bullshit. Kind of. Almost bullshit. It's almost bullshit. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't feel like explaining it.
Even at home, and this, now, but especially among teenagers, and even more so amongst teenagers in malign...
Hold on. Another thing that relates to bullying. Let's say you had this little kid, and let's say he was 15. He was fresh into high school, and he's getting bullied, and he fights his bully, and he gets pulled to fucking jail or juvie. Well, the kid stuck up for himself. That's what they're supposed to do, right? He ain't a bitch. He did his fucking work. Let him fucking go. But nah. He didn't. And they're gonna fucking keep him, and they're gonna fucking prosecute him too, and probably in like that teen court bullshit. But dude, like, okay, so let's see. Kids can't fight nowadays. That's probably why there's a lot of school shootings, because kids can't release their frustration out on the people that they fucking hate. Like, if I wanted to pull up and beat somebody's fucking ass at school, I'd do whatever the hell I fucking want. But I'd get fucking arrested if I had a bully or something. I stuck up for myself. What's the fucking problem?
And communities. So this issue where we continue to malign them eventually leads to
so many people like that actually fucking hurt themselves. Like, dude, it's actually fucking crazy.
To kids deciding to take their own lives.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes the lives of other people with them. So suicide rates are on the rise. We are facing the first time since the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic, life expectancy shortened in this country. But you know what?
You know how fucking crazy that is for the life expectancy to shorten? After the span... You know how crazy that is? You know how many people have to kill themselves to do that? That's a lot of people.
You know what? Let's call these kids worthless. They deserve it. That got a little dark for a second. I'm sorry about that. But here are my thoughts on this. This sort of dark morass that we're living in, maybe some of it is general teen angst. Maybe it's because of the bullying that they face in school and at home.
I mean, yeah, a lot of us moping and complaining about not having anything and not being able to free. I mean, yeah, we're still being moody teenagers. That's what we fucking are. We're just a bag of hormones at the moment. Eventually we'll mature. I might not. I might be dead. Who knows? But eventually we'll mature, become grown adults. And we'll probably do the same thing And we might not. We might actually change. But, you know, we might do the same things to the next generation because we old and then we become old and mopey. The cycle might continue, it might not.
Maybe
So
some of
we're
it
gonna
is
change.
because
We
they
naturally
are
gonna change.
the first generation that will ever live a shorter and darker existence than those previously. And it can't help that we are telling them they're the problem. We'd rather blame cell phones and social media, and we do it using our cell phones on social media.
Right.
And then,
Dude, I got bullied by a fucking white lady on Twitter because I said that the Mormon church is bullshit, and this lady stalked me for months. This lady was fucking crazy, dude. Fuck that bitch. She called me like some kind of scourge of the earth or something. Scum of the earth. She called me the scum of the earth because I fucking cussed at the Mormon church. Fuck the Mormon church. It's all bullshit. Go drink coffee.
then take care of real issues.
Yeah, dude, all these old ass fucking people complain that nothing's getting fixed, yet they won't fix anything them fucking selves. Like the next time, I swear to God, the next time I have some old fucker come up to me and complain, these kids nowadays don't know shit. Probably because you won't fucking let them. Let the kids learn on their own shit. I don't want to be explained to you by some old fucking boomer. Let me learn it myself. I don't care if I fail.
line and talk about the problems with violence, or, oh, it must be about mental illness, and then we don't offer any solutions.
Yeah, facts. Facts, dude.
So,
Dude, like, I might have schizophrenia. No, I'm keeping it a buck. I ain't told anybody around me, anybody in my near circles. I might have schizophrenia. I might be schizophrenic. And I've hinted at it with my counselor, heavily. I heavily hinted at it with my counselor, and I heavily hinted at it with my parents over the course of like 6 months. Nothing. So dude, if I went a full-on schizophrenic, a paranoid schizophrenic shit,
so maybe some of these things that are posted about these kids nowadays, there might be some truth to it, but I think a lot of it is masked behind some hurtful, self-serving rhetoric. And so when I really think about it, I think the problem with kids today, I think it's us. Or at least those of us who cast them as villains. We'd rather tell them that,
Dude, I'm glad this dude's getting emotional because he's keeping it a buck, though. He's keeping it a buck. He's keeping it real. I'm glad he's keeping it real, too, because this dude deserves the most. If there's anybody that has my utmost respect, is this man.
there's short opportunities for them in the future, but give them more expectations.
Facts.
We give them
My parents expect me to get all fucking A's. I got A's and B's this year. I said, oh, well, your art grade was low. My bad, I can't fucking draw.
less freedom because we saw some scary thing on the news, and then we call them lazy.
On God, dude, holy crap. I can't even go to the park. There's a park, like, a 15-minute drive from my house. And it's next to this nasty as fuck, but it's still a lake. Next to this lake that you can fish out of. I can't even go there. My mom has to be there. I can't even go on a kayak out in the lake because she has to be there in case I drown. Bitch. If this kayak flips, you're going to be drowning, okay? I can guarantee it because you can't swim, woman.
While we send them to
as good
15
as
after
me.
school
Damn.
activities, right? Because we got to get them into that perfect school, and they have to get a scholarship because we can't afford the bribes that you need nowadays.
Facts.
I think my message is
Fucking
this.
rich kids nowadays.
So for those older ones among us, before you start that rant online, maybe first consider the challenges facing this generation that have never existed before, or even better than that, how about think about what you could do to improve that situation? Maybe
Hey, what you could do to improve that situation? Oh, I don't know. Maybe give the kids some encouraging words saying, I'm proud of you. You can tell you the last time I heard that from my parents? Like, the words, quote unquote, I'm proud of you. Never heard it from my mom. I've never heard, I've heard, I've loved you. But that might be just that classic unconditional love. But I've never heard I'm proud of you from either of my parents. I've never heard the words I'm proud of you from either of my parents. They might have hinted at it. Never heard the word. I've never heard the direct words I'm proud of you. Hey, like I know I'm fucked up. I might not be the perfect kid, but damn, y'all really hate me that much? Shit, all right.
You could consider that your words might only end up being self-fulfilling prophecy if you post it on. And for those younger ones among us, not me, but I want to tell you this. Take our rants with a grain of salt, all right? Understand that there is brightness in your future, that you should embrace these terms and not cast them aside. Be a millennial. Be a Gen Z. Know that you who are intelligent and engaged in your community, you represent those generations just as much as any stupid.
Dude, like I be serving my community a whole lot too. I be planting flowers, like up and down my road that I live on. Like I low key be trimming the ditches because of my fucking neighbors next to me. Not the lady next to me, but the ones over. Ooh, come find me. You know where I am. You know who I am. Come get it. You know why.
Stupid YouTube video.
Posting me on
And don't forget,
Facebook
you've
saying
got
I'm
so
Chris,
much
man.
to look
Come
forward
fucking
to.
get it.
Someday you'll be old enough, you'll get to complain about your own kids.
Yep.
That'll make it all worth it, right?
So I might just kill myself.
Thank you very much.
Incredible video. Incredible video. I like this guy. I like this guy. Yeah, that about wraps it up. Hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all kind of understand. Hope y'all might make a difference in this younger generation. See ya.